Long ago, on the fields of battle, in the year 2017, two men met to decide once and for all what the most metal things in the universe are. But there can be only one. What's more metal? With Dan Weber, Nariko and Randy.
Everybody, welcome to What's More Metal. That sigh didn't go the way you thought it would. The only podcast for two badass yoga flame throwing comedians.
Yeah.
Okay.
Do the Dalseem, yes. Do the most metal shit in the universe. Pick the most metal shit in the universe and do it. With me, as always, is the rectangular condom to my SpongeBob, comedian Dan Weber.
I don't offer any protection. The corners all have holes in them.
Yeah, you got your hard edges, but you're made for loving.
But I'm still soft on the inside.
Comedian Dan Weber over this way. With us, as always, is the third bun to our Big Mac.
The middle bun?
Yes, right. Yes, the middle bun. The superfluous bun.
The one nobody wants.
Thanks, Dan.
You know what this sandwich needs? More bread. Producer Randy. You're the onion confetti in our Big Mac. What the fuck is up with that? It's all onion confetti,
just
and then
flakes.
And like lettuce streamers.
Yeah.
It's like a fucking
the world's worst
like a
party.
veggie party. Yeah, it's the worst party ever. I'll eat two, sure, but they fucking
$3. Why not?
Oh my god! I told you that story about almost dying eating one, right?
No.
Where I was driving back from Bend, Oregon, in like a snowstorm in my old Honda Civic, and I was missing my turn, and on the freeway, and it was like, and I'm like, it was like turn right now, and I'm like, oh fuck, and so I turn, and then the car just doesn't turn. Like I start to turn onto the off ramp, and then it just stops. The steering wheel just stops responding. I'm going like 45, and I'm heading straight for a snow embankment, but I'm eating a Big Mac because I'm, safety.
Yeah.
And so I literally am eating this Big Mac, and then I'm heading toward a snow embankment at like 45, and my first thought was, this is how I die. It's like, is this airbag's gonna go off and it's gonna punch this fucking burger into my windpipe at twice the speed of a shotgun blast?
Yeah.
And I'm going to die in the most American way fucking possible.
Yeah.
And I just was like, fuck. But luckily, my car kind of ramped the thing, and I got high-centered on it. And then a guy in a Jeep yanked me out of it.
There you go.
Really quickly, actually. He pulled up like almost immediately. And I'm all, thank God you got stopped, or whatever.
It would have been a literal Big Mac attack.
It would have guy's got onion confetti in his lungs. He's fucking completely... Oh, shit. Fucking Dan, how was your week? What happened?
It was good. On Wednesday, I did a crowd work only show.
Yeah.
At Helium, and I went last,
Mm-hmm.
which was cool because I had thought about this, and I was going to ask them if it was cool, but then they put me last, so I figured I didn't even need to ask.
Yeah.
But my plan was, when I talked to people, after I got done talking to them, I was going to let them ask me any question that they wanted to make it fair.
That's kind of cool.
It feels like a power imbalance otherwise.
Yeah.
Like I get to just talk shit about you and you can't ask me any questions. So,
Yeah.
So I did that for the entirety of my set. No one asked me any. I was like, you can ask me anything, and as long as it's just about me, I'll answer you as honestly as I can. And most people were just like asking me kind of superfluous, like shit. I expected somebody to be like, "Hey, I've heard you were molested." Like I wanted something like that, but no, nobody ever asked me anything like that. They were just like,
"What's your favorite color?"
They asked me, "Where'd you get those glasses?" One person asked me if my glasses were real. And I'm like, what?
Jesus Christ.
Yeah. Are you fucking kidding me? What? Like, yeah. What the fuck, dude? I know that they look good, but still, like, it's not a fucking, it's not a fashion choice.
Dan, are those super cool eyeglasses for show or for actual?
Somebody else, multiple people asked me, one person asked me if my hair was real. Somebody else asked me
if your hair was real.
Yeah, somebody else asked me, one guy thought he was going to be funny and asked me how long it took me to build that DeLorean time machine. Mm-hmm. And I was like, oh, you mean like the Christopher Lloyd joke that I tell during my set all the fucking time? That one? I was like, it was weird. Like, people kept parroting back things that I've said about myself on stage. And I'm like, either you've seen me before or this is just all too easy.
Yeah.
Like, I don't know which. What was it one? Oh, fuck. I think there was the last person. Unfortunately, with crowd work, you never know. Like, you can't end. You never know how you're going to end. Like, you can't specify, like, have a closer for sure.
Right.
Mm-hmm. So somebody asked me, a person asked me about, one person did ask me what my favorite math theorem was, because I had somebody else ask me what I graduated with in college, and I was like, I have a degree in math, whatever, which should come as no surprise to anyone whatsoever. Right. Mm-hmm. I mean, you know, of course, I look like a math professor most of the time.
You look like a math professor in a porn.
Yeah. Office hours are from 6 to 9. But, somebody asked me what my favorite theorem was, and I got to talk about that on stage, which was I've never ever been able to do it before, and I will never do it again because it's not. That's funny for, like, me.
Yeah. Did you say it's pie and then do the finger licking fucking like the la 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 la?
No, I did not.
Okay, sorry. I'm thinking about
I gave my honest answer.
I'm thinking about Pornfessor Dan.
Oh, Pornfessor. Yeah. Anyway, that's
Well, what was the theorem? You're fucking leaving me hanging.
Oh, my theorem is the incompleteness theorem by Kurt Gödel.
Tight.
Exactly. Everybody blank looks all around, and I was like, but you got to like that guy was legitimately one of the smartest, and yet he was so smart that he was stupid.
Yeah.
Like, it came full fucking circle. Like, he was very smart in that one in math, because he proved something that no one even thought was possible. Mm-hmm. And then, he was part of the math department at Princeton, and they stopped inviting him to faculty meetings because he was a firm believer in divine right. So he thought that if you were put in a position of power, it's because God wanted you there.
Oh, good
and
times.
so it was not. You were never supposed to be able to question authority at all. Mm-hmm. And not only that,
agreed.
Like, he would be a Trump supporter.
Oh yeah.
And then also, he would, because he developed the theorem of incompleteness. He believed that you could never be certain about anything. So anytime they ever had anything that they put up for vote for the faculty, he would always pipe up, I don't even know how we can vote because how we can ever be sure. Like, we can never be sure about anything. And they're like, fuck you, Kurt. Get the fuck out of here. So they stopped inviting him.
Yeah, I would too. I'd be like, well, we know what you're going to vote, so fuck yourself.
We're going to vote abstain again.
Yeah.
Is that what the incompleteness theorem is?
No.
Oh, okay.
I mean, it's kind of, but not really. He was putting it in things that it has no business being a part of.
And he never finished it.
Yeah. That's the weird about the incompleteness. He proved that he couldn't be finished. Yeah, but, I mean, they stopped making him teach classes well before his death. Mm-hmm. Like, he'd stopped being even really a part of the faculty. They set up this one entire, there's this one, I don't know, at the college that was just for theoretical math. And then he was like the only faculty member, and they just never had him teach classes again. His job was basically to be the guy that kept Albert Einstein on staff, because Albert Einstein loved to take walks with Gödel. Like, he would walk with him all the time. He thought he was like, whenever anybody asked him who's the smartest person you've ever met, Einstein was, oh, this motherfucker. And then people would try to talk to him, and you just couldn't.
Right.
He was way too smart He was too smart and stupid at the same time.
Right.
He died. he died of starvation. Primarily because he was so paranoid. He was paranoid that his housekeeper was putting poison in his food that he just refused to eat. That's how.
Try to poison me now, idiot.
Yeah, he did. I mean, after Albert Einstein died, he became a fucking shut in and just died. Yeah, he was so smart it came full circle.
Oh,
and was dumb as shit.
Oh yeah,
and like heavily autistic.
Yeah,
like there's no way he wasn't. But they didn't really have a term for that back then, so they were just like eccentric.
Yeah.
But yeah, he's this one. It's my favorite theorem in math, and it was invented by my favorite mathematician, who is also the craziest motherfucker.
Yeah.
In a field that is known for having sideways thinkers.
Yeah.
Gödel is like in his class by himself.
I think if I had to pick just a mathematical theorem I like, it's more of a geometry thing, but it's about the angle of your dangle. Just proportional to your meat. I don't know if you know that. It's to the heat of your meat.
Yeah.
They're proportional. Anyway.
The angle of your dangle is a 1-to-1 relationship to the heat of your meat.
Yeah. It's
which, if you've got a long dick, means your dick will burn through your pants on a regular basis. That's why they don't wear underwear. It just catches on fire.
On a long enough dick line,
yeah.
You're talking about super heating. Oh, yeah, so funny. Sorry, things got too intelligent, and I had to take it down to my level.
I just really like the theorem of come to jizz ratio. It's 1-to-1.
Yeah.
It's a 1-to-1 ratio. Turns out, proven.
Fuck. For Valentine's Day this weekend, me and my girlfriend went out to the coast. I had a show out there in Coos Bay. Monica Nevi put on, and then we went up to the coast. We went up to like yachts and hung out. Basically, just wanted to go hang out like near the ocean and shit, and stay in a hotel and just kind of chill. But take a couple days off. But I stopped off. I've never stopped at them. I've stopped at them but never gone in. We stopped at the Sea Lion Caves.
Oh, wow.
Yeah, which is awesome. And so it's near Yachats. It's like south of Yachats. I think it's near Newport, actually. Yeah. Is Newport north? Anyway, it doesn't matter. Near Yachats, there's the Sea Lion Caves. It was founded in like 1880 by this Captain Cox. I know. They didn't tell me what the heat of his meat was, and I did look it up on the plaque. No, but Captain Cox. But it's actually the largest like sea cave like in North America, which was kind of depressing for our sea caves. I would hope we'd have way crazier sea, but it's huge. But we went in and paid to go in, and there's an elevator that goes down to the cave. Yeah. It's like 120 feet down. It's fucking way down. Yeah. It's this natural forming cave. Where all the sea lions are their feed, they just go in there and like they post up and fuck, I guess, and like whatever. And like so it's a so we get to the elevator to go down, right? And it's outside, right on the thing. We hit the button. It's taking forever for the elevator to come up. And when the elevator doors open up, I walk in first, and immediately the smell in this elevator is so fucking. It's like walking into a hot fish queef. It was like the most fucked up. Like if you were hanging out with a trucker buddy that just ate nothing but like fried cod, and then you just walked into the hot cloud of his burp. Like that's what this elevator was. Let him burp into a snorkel that you're wearing. Like it was like, and me and Gracie just started laughing super hard because it was so fucked up. We're like, what the fuck is this? And so we're like cry laughing, like this is so fucking heinous. And then the elevator's going down and it's taking so long, and we're just hanging out in this hot fish queef, and we're just like this is fucked up. Then the best part is, then the elevator doors open up, and there's a long fucking cave tunnel into the dark with these little lights going down. And through the cave, you just hear the sound of hundreds of guttural beasts and quiet. So it just sounds like a portal to hell. It's like a black tunnel that's just just coming through the fucking, and we start crying. So we're like, oh, we'll walk toward that sound until it gets loudest, and we're crying, laughing, like it's so funny to be like, well, let's go investigate what this horrible noise is. And it got so anyway, but yeah, and it was really beautiful. It's like this really amazing cave system. It's really old. There's like, I don't know. It's pretty cool. You should go check it out. But it was just so funny to. It might as well have just been like something on the loudspeaker, but like, this portal to hell's been open since 1880, and you can see the gnashing of teeth near the river of blood, or whatever. Like, you're just like, oh, that's kind of an interesting portal to hell. Like, anyway, I don't know. It was cracking us up. Like, yeah.
I've been there.
Yeah?
Yeah, I went there when I was a kid.
Yeah. I've only seen them on rocks and stuff, like, in the water. And I knew what I was in. I knew it was going to be noisy, and I knew it was going to be stinky. But, just being stuck in the enclosed space with them, I was like, this is fucking hilarious.
It is loud and smells bad.
Yeah, it's so funny. Because I've seen them. I knew, like, from seeing them out on rocks in the ocean, you can hear them from... all the way up on.
Yeah, a long way away.
Like this, you're like, oh shit, and then just a shit covered rock they're on.
Mm-hmm. Oh yeah.
But yeah, this was even better.
I went out to Astoria with Kate and Posse for a show a couple years ago, and like at the Airbnb up in the hills of Astoria, you can hear them barking down at the pier.
Jesus.
Yeah, they're fucking loud.
Yeah, they're fucking loud.
They're fucking loud.
Yeah, but get in a cave with them. Climb inside a kick drum with these things. It's fucking awesome.
So you can get the echo effect.
Dude, it literally sounded like hell. Like something out of Doom or something. And we were just like laughing, like, well, we'll just follow it. We'll follow this cave down to the source. It was, anyway, fucking great. That was like one of the highlights just because we were, it was just so ridiculous.
Yeah.
Take a hot queef elevator down to the hell cave.
Yeah.
Well,
there you go.
Love it.
Yeah. Oh, we got a review.
No shit.
I don't know if I told you guys.
That's the first time hearing.
Oh my god. We just got a review. I know this hardly ever happens, but we just got voted #1 podcast to snuggle up to by Muppet Fuckers magazine.
Old Muppet Fuckers.
Old
magazine.
Muppet Fuckers.
Official sponsor of Carnival Studios.
Yes.
MFM.
I mean, we already know what it's like to sit in a Muppet womb just being in the studio.
Right.
Colorful, fuzzy.
Humid.
A bit humid.
It is, yeah.
Oddly humid. It's only 47 degrees outside, and yet
oddly humid in here.
Oddly humid in here.
Yeah, put your third bun in the meat witch.
Yeah.
As we always say.
Right? The upright fryer. That's what you want.
Blah. But yeah, I think that's this week's episode.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's where we are.
Yes.
This week's episode, since again, it is the month of Valentine's. We are celebrating the whole month with romantic, fancy topics. We're going to be doing most metal wedding proposal and most metal place to fuck, or places people got caught fucking.
Yeah.
So these have been really great. I think we're going to start with wedding proposal. Because these are and by the way, all these were, they're all like, you know what? All wedding proposals pretty metal. You know, when you think about it, because you're selling your soul.
Yeah.
But
right.
But
said the guy who's never been married.
Yeah, fucked over once. So all scars, baby. So I think we're gonna start with most metal wedding proposal. To see who gets to go first, we're gonna do the most metal thing possible and roll 20-sided die. Dan, why don't you give that thing a roll? First roll, and then what's more metal brand 20-sided die, where you can get on Patreon. That is a 16.
Yeah.
Oh shit. A year too young for winger. And an 18.
All right.
Way too old for winger.
Way too old.
Okay, so I get to go first on most metal wedding proposal. Now, I sent a link to Randy.
Yep.
And so this one takes place somewhere, I want to say Russia. I couldn't find a lot of information online about where it takes place or what, but lucky for us, this elaborate romantic gesture was filmed. And what better way to say remind someone how precious your lives are together than to fake your death a little bit. So
I didn't read about this one. I think.
So this is a guy who sets up an elaborate car crash that he's going to have his soon-to-be betrothed stumble upon. So
that's what we're going to see.
Go ahead and give it a play.
All right.
Oh yeah. So he's wrapped in bandages. His pants are torn. He's sitting next to his car. They're speaking Elvish? I'm not sure. So, okay, there's an ambulance out. They're hobbling the guy into the ambulance. So now they're going to bring up... let's see if she comes up here soon. They're going to bring up his... okay, there she is. They're bringing up his girlfriend. She's going to be crying. She's walking away crying. He's carrying balloons. She seems a little upset. Hold on. So he's trying to hug her. She's screaming at him. And now fireworks. He had a bunch of sparklers lit that go off while she was punching him and crying. And
then she was dumb and said yes.
Yes. He crawls out of the ambulance with a bunch of like balloons. Like there's a heart-shaped Mylar balloon. Oh, I fucking love it. The sparklers, the fireworks on the ground to go off.
That is insane.
Fucking made me so happy.
I don't understand. So
wait, something about this you didn't like.
Yeah, I didn't like it. I did read about it. I did find this one.
Mm-hmm.
And I was just like, why in the fuck would you do that? Like that's why the fuck would you say yes to somebody who did something like that? That's the more important question.
That's a monstrous thing to do to somebody.
Yeah. Yes.
But
then, it's also hilarious.
I mean, it is funny now for me because it wasn't me that was involved. It was like, oh, I just got to witness some idiot do something stupid.
Look, I mean, you can't know if you like someone until they're dead.
Yeah, that's true. You never know what you've got till it's gone. What I want to see is somebody go the distance and actually like use a chemical that stops their heart and then have people revive them. And then they sit up in the gurney with like second-degree burns on their chest from the paddles.
It should spell out, will you bury
me?
And
then they've got like they just fucking flop out a ring on their head. As the smell of shit wafts in the air because they've shit themselves from getting hit with the paddles.
Will you marry me as in shit in their underwear? Like spells it out. Fuck. That's so funny. It's an Abyss-themed wedding where one of them drowns and the other one's got to beat the shit out of their chest until they come back.
Something like that.
Well, that's what I'm planning for John, so thanks for the idea.
Yeah. Fuck yeah. Okay, here's what it is. Randy just saw Back to the Future.
Yep.
Was that the first we ever seen?
No.
Oh, okay.
I love those movies.
Here's what it is. You fake a terrorist attack. And then you're running and you run into like the very last photo developing hut in a parking lot in North America. And then some terrorists in a VW bug shoot it with a fucking rocket launcher. And then you come out all smoldery, but you're holding like balloons.
Yeah. And then you get in the DeLorean and you don't propose until it hits 88 miles per hour.
That's actually the trickiest part.
Yeah.
Finding a DeLorean that can get up to 88 miles an hour. Fuck.
Hey, baby, do you want to go back to the altar?
Bet you wish you could go back in time right now till before I did any of this.
Back to the single.
Back to the Tinder.
Yeah. Oh, yeah. Yeah, that's the name of that movie. Back to the Tinder.
Oh, fuck.
Or in his grinder.
Yeah. Back to the grinder.
Back to the grinder.
Yeah. Huey Lewis in the News playing.
Yeah.
Fuck. Yeah, but that one, to me, is just so heinous. So emotionally heinous.
Absolutely.
To do to somebody. It's like, I mean, yeah, it's just something a psychopath fucking does.
Oh, yeah.
That's like all the way fucking crazy.
Mm-hmm.
That is all the way insane.
Yeah, just fucking guys, this is gonna be great. She's gonna think I died and then go through a horrible shock and a mourning period in just a few seconds. And then I jump out and reveal myself as a liar.
And it'll be the only time I ever lie.
An emotionally calloused liar willing to go to any lengths to fool somebody for my own personal joy.
Manipulative, yet insane.
Yeah. Inside the ring box is also a picture of my face because I'm crazy.
I tied this ring to a red flag.
Fuck. Dan, did you have a choice?
I do have a choice. Turns out I did.
No, it sounded like, do you have a choice in this life? It sounded weird and accusatory.
In this life, no. But for this topic, yes. Yes, I do.
Okay.
So this is a proposal that a man makes far too early in public
I think I know
in
this.
a mall.
Okay.
And but it's so much more elaborate and horrifying than that. So
Okay.
I have the audio. It's luckily in English, although I believe it takes place in Korea.
Okay.
All right. Go a little lower on the volume just in case.
Guys,
he's got a band.
there's a couple of guitar players playing in a mall.
They hand him a microphone.
Hello. Sorry to stop your shopping and your evening.
Oh no,
Hello.
I believe it's in
I
English.
just have a very special message for a very special girl. This is where we met 3 months ago.
3 months ago. Oh yeah.
This is where we first saw each other, and this is where I fell in love with you. And you're my absolute John, and you had me that day at hello. When you said hello to me. After I said hello, anyway, you're my Janu, you're my sweetie pie, you're my cutie pie, you're my absolute John, and
There's a train with little kids going by.
Yes.
anyway, keep going. You, Janu, you're my sweetie pie, you're my cutie pie, you're my Shonu, you're my everything, and I know you find this cheesy, but I want everyone to know you make me really happy. And I have a little poem for you, and I'd like everyone to hear this. When you smile, the whole world stops and stares for a while, and my heart ceases to beat.
Yeah.
And there's nothing else that I seek except you. And I just have one question for you.
Oh, she's trying to stop him.
I need to. You truly make me the happiest person on earth.
Oh, shit, yeah. Hit him with the ukulele.
Hit him with the ukulele, knock him down, and then walk away.
Nice.
And then the camera just holds.
Are you okay?
No, bitch.
No!
I really thought it was
Motherfucker is not okay.
Are you okay? No. Emotionally, I'm devastated. Also, I'm crazy.
Yeah. Yeah. So
That was splendid.
Yeah. That's my favorite thing. My favorite creepy thing for a guy to do is the unwarranted big romantic gesture.
Yeah.
It's never a good idea. This just from what's more metal to you.
Yes.
Don't ever ever do that. I never met a
No.
single woman that liked it.
No.
They've always creeped out.
Yep.
Never do the giant romantic gesture.
Not especially early on, like maybe a few years in.
Dude.
Even then, it's probably fucking not a good idea.
Flowers and tell them what you think.
Yeah.
Like the
you can,
most.
You can do big dope things, but don't do it publicly.
That also is bad.
You know, a public like that's 98% of the problem right there is that it's all in public.
Yeah.
Do big things though. Like
I mean, maybe.
But
it can't be like. But a romantic gesture is never in private.
Right.
That's not the point. Like the romantic gesture is always like an over the top
public
thing,
profession of love,
and also just so over the top.
Yeah.
Like a friend of mine was like went on 3 dates with a guy, and for some reason he found out that she liked pickles. Right? She had a jar of pickles in her house.
This is already whatever is going to happen.
Awful.
So she came home one day.
I turned your cat into a pickle.
Yeah, there was like 3 cases of random of like all kinds of varieties of pickles. And she's like, I just thought, you liked them, and I wanted to fucking say I love you in pickle form. And it's like, this is such a serial killer thing to do.
Yeah.
So yeah, and there's like, you can get them a flower, maybe a dozen flowers, but a dozen bouquets of flowers will just make you look like a fucking psychopath.
Here's what you do. Okay. Your girlfriend you find out the girl you're dating likes pickles, right?
Mm-hmm.
Here, instead of the 3 cases like a fucking idiot, when they're coming home one night, right? Like after a hard day's work.
Yeah.
You just surprise them. You jump out of the bushes, you stick the pickle in their ribs, and you go, fucking don't move. You don't you move. I'm just kidding, baby. It's a pickle. I know you like
him.
So
I was gonna say you would pickle your dick.
I was gonna say pickle the cat.
Pickle the cat.
Yeah, the pickle the cat. I turned your cat into a pickle.
How'd you do that? I boiled him alive.
I stuck him in a jar of brine.
Yeah, brine. Yeah.
He's
I drowned him in brine.
Look, I don't know. Their tongues stick out, I guess, when you brine them. So
that's where all the flavor is.
He's napping. He's napping right now. He got too much flavor. Put him to sleep. Oh Christ!
Waffle's a pickle now. I think
Mumbles the pickle.
Oh my god!
What you do is
Vlasic cats. You know what I mean?
Vlasic kitty, Vlasic cat.
Oh my god!
Just ignoring you the whole time, just laying there with its tongue out, eyes closed.
You can still pet him. Why are you crying?
Sure, he's a little stiff, but he's warm.
He's warm. He's as warm as his jar. Just put it next to the vent.
Spent a lot of time figuring out this brine recipe.
Keep him out of the sun, though. They will.
Yeah, ooh, he'll wilt.
It will start to. Just don't.
He'll keep for a while. I did pickle him after all.
So you don't want to eat it, is what you're trying to tell me?
He's not perishable anymore.
Yeah. He will never go bad.
You
I packed him in salt.
You can, little sodium guy. He's a dilly of a cat.
He's a sweet chip of a pickle.
Fuck. That's so funny. I heard you like pickles, so here's way too big of a. Here's $500 worth of pickles.
Oh, so this is a little inappropriate.
Oh,
dope.
I don't know. Not really. That's not really our thing.
Yeah, true.
Am I going to have to mark this episode explicit now?
Oh yeah.
Okay.
So when I was in high school, right, my junior year, this woman moved to town halfway through the year, and she was trying really hard to fit in, and then doing it in a way that, like, in hindsight, it was my senior year, and it made no sense, because the second thing she ever said to me, so she told me her name, and I'm not going to say it on the air.
Of course.
Then the next thing she said, and this is, by the way, the very first time I meet her. And she said, at my old high school, my nickname was Pickles. And before I could even ask why, she was like, because one time I went into the kitchen and grabbed a pickle and stuck it in my pussy and then showed everybody at a party that a pickle in my vagina.
Oh, marry that.
I was like, what? Like, that's the second thing you told me your name and then this. And she told everybody. That was the very first thing. That's how she would introduce herself to everyone.
Fuck.
And
I'd be like, what? How big of a pickle are
Yeah.
we talking?
it was like, this is insane.
And why would they call you pickle? They should call you tart twat or
Sourpuss.
There we go.
Old vagina girl.
Yeah.
But I just think, like,
Oh my god.
I mean, my first thought, even back then, was like, didn't that burn?
Yeah, right?
Like, that's got to hurt a little,
That
right?
can't be good.
That can't be good, right?
Brine box.
Brine
you go.
box.
That sounds like an app.
Yeah.
Which, by the way, we are sponsored by Brine Box. Every
Brine
month, our pickle professors will find the right pickle for you. You simply fill out a 500-page questionnaire, send it in. Pickle professors match the perfect pickle for you and your perfect pickle pleasures.
We call them dildos.
Yes. And then we perfectly place the pickle pleasure in your pussy. And so, from our box to yours, Brine Box.
We call them pickle pockets.
Do not eat these pickles. They're for pussy. You stuff them up ya. Brine Box.
Brine box.
How angry that ad got.
You fuck it. You don't eat it.
I swear to God. I swear to God. Oh, just even touches your mouth. Fuck you. Fuck you, you fucking idiot. Put it in your puss.
If you put it in your mouth, it better be for deep throat.
Yeah. That better be just to wet it down to get it in your butthole, which also is okay.
Your pickle ring.
Dildos. Dildos.
Trademark.
Yeah. Brine Box.
Brine box.
Jam them in your jar.
Guaranteed to fill you up.
Fuck. Yeah, so those are our choices. Most metal wedding proposal. Dan chose mall wedding fail, or wall proposal fail.
Yeah.
We're probably right.
Mall proposal fail. Is
Mall
the best way to call
proposal
it.
fail. I chose a fake death proposal.
Success, which bizarre.
Oh yeah, actually yeah. Fake death. Oh, I just said proposal. Yeah, fake
Yeah.
death proposal, which totally win. Yeah, and then so we're gonna put those up on our Instagram stories. Let you guys vote on them. Poll Master General Matt Silber will throw those up there. Let you guys vote on them. You tell us which one's the most metal. Who went first? Me? I gotta have a backup.
Yeah.
I'm like, I forgot where I was after Brine Box.
How could you not?
Okay, fuck. Let me send this to you, Randy, because
Okay.
it's.
Are we doing another clip?
Yes, and go ahead and skip ahead, like maybe 40 seconds. But let me send it to you. But this one's really great. Just letting you know how a public move can go wrong.
40 seconds, you said?
I think about 40
seconds. Is it
seconds.
a Jumbotron?
It is not the Jumbotron. Oh, that was a great one.
No, there's a bunch of those.
Yeah?
There was a YouTube compilation of Jumbotron proposal fails,
So good.
which I fucking live for. Like
Oh.
those I'm not a real big fan of watching somebody fail unless they're doing something fucking stupid. And if you're proposing to somebody at a ball game on the Jumbotron, you deserve heartbreak.
Yeah.
You just deserve to eat shit on that one.
Yeah, absolutely. Does 40 seconds look about right to you? It shows me just a guy talking to
Yeah.
another dude. Okay, yeah. So they set this up. A guy was gonna. He's a football player. He just won the big game. This also makes it great. And he's being interviewed by a reporter. He's got his cheerleader girlfriend on his arm, And what also makes this great is that there's 3 totally wasted dudes just screaming behind the quarterback's head.
Yeah.
Just like holding up their shirts, which also just adds to the romance of the moment. But go ahead and give this a play, Randy. And he's being interviewed again on the news. So.
We won our game. We're 13-0. We deserve a little bit more respect. We're just out here to win a game, get a little bit of respect.
Do you think Oklahoma took you lightly?
We know they did.
Really?
The way they were talking about us the whole entire game, the way they were talking to us when they were down. I mean, the whole entire week, we felt like we were their little brothers.
How about that final play, the gutsiness to go for 2?
I mean, we just felt amazing that our coach had enough confidence in us to go for 2, to win this game, because we were playing to win, not to lose.
All right, and I know you're going to propose to your girlfriend. Congratulations. Oh, hold on, wait a minute. Tommy, he's going to really do this.
He just fucking ruined it. So anyway, you're going to propose to your girlfriend. Just completely took out the fucking surprise of it.
Nice.
You could see the quarterback give him this double take, like, "What the fuck are you doing, idiot?" Like,
Yeah.
It made me laugh. Yeah, that made me laugh really hard. This fucking coked out news reporter. Anyway, you're gonna propose to your girlfriend?
Yeah. Yes.
Oh, he's doing it. Okay, I thought he was kidding.
I thought he was fucking around.
Whatever.
I thought he did it already.
Yeah. And then while he's down there, like those drunk dudes are still like, "Fuck you! He's doing it! Oh shit!" Like, anyway, it made me laugh. It made me. I like someone else fucking up your moment is pretty great.
Oh yeah, for sure.
Yeah.
So I have a backup.
Okay.
My other most metal place for a wedding proposal. Most metal wedding proposal was at a murder trial. When it was at a Ted Bundy's murder trial.
Yeah.
Nice.
And he proposed to Carol Ann Boone.
Yeah,
while
that.
she was on the stand during questioning. And it turns out that in Florida, there's a little known law where if you say yes to something, it's legally binding. So by saying yes to him, like, "Hey, do you want to marry me?" And she said yes, that made them married.
Yeah.
So he proposed and married her during the trial as she was being a character witness for and on his behalf, because he was representing himself. So that to me is the most fucking weird, fucked up thing for him to have done. And then he ended up being married, and he was married in prison till he was executed.
Yeah, he's a real hot dude.
Yeah, he was a hot dude. Clearly a hot dude, because he was on trial for murdering a lady, and then another lady said yes.
Yeah.
She was on board, by the way. And they conceived a daughter while he was in prison.
Yep.
Fuck, through the bars?
Through the bars. A conjugal visit with a serial killer.
God damn, dude. That's fucking hilarious. I like that. Will you marry? Yeah, Your Honor. Yeah, she already said yes. I'm going to have to allow it. Let's see where this goes.
I have to allow it.
Yeah, well, I'm going to allow it. I'm going to see where this goes, counsel. And then they actually just sit and watch their lives as they grow old.
Get to fucking.
I'll allow it. Just
got to consummate this marriage or it don't count.
Yep. Permission to not pull out? Yeah, let's see where this goes. I'm highly intrigued. This is quite unorthodox.
An unorthodox defense.
Oh, okay. Interesting. Now we'll see where it goes. I always love that in every courtroom drama. Man, I'll allow it.
Yeah.
When have they not allowed it? It's always great. Anyway, yeah. So the only other one I had, there's a video for it. You can find it online. I didn't choose it because it's this dude, clearly like a YouTube jackass style guy or whatever, or a wannabe dude.
Yeah.
But he proposes. He's going to do this stunt where he's in like a fire suit, like whatever, and then he just gets on one knee in front of his girlfriend and asks her to marry, and she's like, "Oh my God, yes!" And then a guy comes up and sets his fire suit on fire, so he's just on fire, like, "Yeah, baby, this is gonna be really good." And then he ends up jumping in the swimming pool, and then a bunch of guys shoot him with Roman candles. So it was just like, but it's just really dumb. Like, it's one of those things where you're like, you're like, oh yeah, you got to put a ring on that. You know what I mean? A guy with this together, come on, willing to set himself on fire. Ugh. Yeah. So it was just so dumb that I'm like, yeah, that's pretty awesome. But that was the only other backup I had that was worth mentioning.
The other backup I have is a wedding proposal that somebody did during a Napalm Death show.
Nice.
Came out of the crowd, and he proposed to a lady that he had met at a Napalm Death show 2 years prior.
Oh, nice.
And they're like, yeah, I just want to do it in the same place we met, Napalm Death. Will you marry me? And the lead singer for Napalm Death was like, yeah, marriage is a bullshit institution, but good luck, I guess. Like after they said yes, which is pretty tight. But it's a very long video, and I didn't really want to.
Right.
It wasn't that funny necessarily, but it was metal as shit.
Yeah, that does count as metal.
Yeah, for sure.
Anyway, guys, this next song's also about love. It's called "Fuck with a Knife." That's a Cannibal Corpse song, but still.
Yeah.
All right, guys, that's been Most Metal Wedding Proposal. I think that brings us to the next topic.
Next topic.
Yeah. All right. Okay, so I went first last time. Dan gets to go first last time. We're doing Most Metal places to fuck or places people got caught fucking.
Yeah.
Bone zones, if you will.
Yeah.
So, like, if you're doing a place to fuck, is it just
butthole?
It's not orifice, dog. It's fucking...
No, I know. I'm saying, like, is it just based on whatever, like, the most metal thing you can think of?
I mean,
well, isn't that what every single one of these is?
Well, you know what I mean. Like something that has.
In my case, it actually happened, but
okay.
I'm not.
I'm assuming. I mean, we wouldn't just say like in the heart of a volcano. I'm sure somebody's done it. I mean, like we're looking at it.
Right. Okay.
Yeah.
I'm not sure what you're asking.
That's basically it.
Oh yeah. So we're gonna have to find examples. I'm assuming.
Oh, I did write down a couple of various ideas, but those are not the ones I picked.
Oh, okay.
Those are my backups.
Were they butthole?
No.
Okay. Pretty cool place to fuck if you ever get a chance.
But
I have.
Okay.
What?
Right. That and Back to the Future. You've had quite a year. Okay.
So
what was it like? No, I'm just kidding. We've had long discussions.
We got up to 88.
Nice. Yeah, it got up to 88. 88 pumps.
Okay.
Before you go back in time. All right.
Okay.
So my most metal place to fuck.
Uh-huh.
Took place at a metal festival.
Oh shit!
Nice.
During a show by a band called the Cum Shots.
Nice.
Where a couple fucked on stage during the show next to the band, next to the lead singer. But the best part, and the reason why I picked it, they were not just fucking for pleasure. They were fucking to call attention to the rainforest. Because they're a part of a Norwegian environmental organization called, and I quote, Fuck for Forest, which is my favorite name for an environmental group of all time. Fuck for Forest. Just there's no sugarcoating it. What are you doing? We're fuck for Forest. The most Viking way to fucking refer to it ever. They straight up they fucked to completion during a Cum Shot song, which absolutely had to be the band they did it for.
Oh, God.
It was
Fuck for Forest.
They did not ask for permission from the city. Turns out absolutely illegal.
Sure.
But they didn't care because they didn't get stopped. They didn't stop the concert or anything.
Oh my God. Anal for Antarctica.
And yeah, exactly. But there's a couple of pictures from the article that I fucking found it on. And just a couple of obviously, I mean, the lady had dreads, which is completely what you would expect.
Yeah, about
for a band organization called Fuck for Forest.
Yeah.
They also fuck in public and other places to draw attention to the rainforest, which is
that rocks.
That is missing the point 100%. No one is thinking. If you saw somebody fucking in public, your first thought would be like,
Fracking.
Man, we gotta stop. We gotta stop deforestation in the Amazon.
Right.
That your first thought was like, and they're fucking. Wow.
This better be for a good cause. Because they're right in the subway doors.
Yeah, exactly. So yeah, I just love the idea of an organization called Fuck for Forest.
Fuck for Forest. Oh, fuck. That's so funny.
And it's Scandinavian, 100%.
Yeah. Fuck, that's so fucking funny.
Yeah.
Oh, my God.
During a band, name the cum shots.
Yeah. Horse for war.
Yeah.
No more. We want wars.
Wars against war.
Wars against war. Oh, fuck. I love it. Fuck for forest. 3F. You know some redneck dads be dropping their kid off at 4-H. They mean to drop them off at 4-H. They drop them off at 3F.
3F.
Learning a whole different set of skills. I just wanted her to be a horse girl, and now she's fucking for the rainforest. That's so funny. Fuck for forest.
Fuck for forest.
Blowjob for Bolivia. Bolivia's in trouble.
Pussy for peace.
Oh, shit. That sounds like an album.
Yeah.
All right. Most metal. All right. For my choice, it's always between two.
It's never happened.
This has never once happened. Okay. Most metal place to fuck. This happened in Joliet, Illinois in 2013. A couple found the most metal place to fuck was, of course, on top of the two men they strangled to death just hours before. So they lured two men into this house, strangled them to death, then threw a sheet over their bodies and used that as a fuck mattress while they banged down.
Perfect. Where was this again?
This was in Joliet, Illinois in 2013. I didn't write down their names because who gives a shit? A couple of psychopaths. There was actually two couples, but only two of them had the balls to get down on top of some corpses.
Does it make the story any better if they were juggalos? Because they were.
Were they?
Yeah.
Oh, fuck. Yes, it does. I did not read that part. They looked like juggalos in the fucking mugshots, but I did not. They left that part out of the whatever fucking news article I was reading.
So a buddy of mine, a guy that I knew in Chicago, or he ran a show in Chicago called The Drunken Donut.
Yeah, because this one came up before on the podcast. That you had brought it up on.
Yeah. And his sister was renting the house.
Oh, shit.
That happened in afterwards. It was pretty cheap. Can you believe it or not? They got a real good deal on the Juggalo fuck house, Juggalo murder fuck house.
Oh, my God.
Yeah, and they killed a couple of guys to get money for meth.
Yeah.
And then fucked on top of their corpses.
They're homosexual.
Homosexual.
Homosexual. They're homicide sexual. Fucking crazy. That yeah. So that to me was just a bed made of two human bodies.
Yeah.
And I also like that. Like at first, the lady was like, "No, okay. Well, I was kind of kidding when I said I wanted to fuck on some dead bodies." He's like, "Well, I'll throw a sheet on it." And she's like, "Oh, okay."
That's fine.
All right. I just
By the way, when you look up the Fuck for Forest story, because I'm sending the information to Matt Silber right now, the first 4 links are Pornhub, X Hamster, and PornTube.
Oh, nice.
Yeah,
of course.
Right.
Yeah, because they probably have a big presence on all of those fucking sites.
Where else are you going to find the music of the cum shots?
Yeah. Also, how are you going to know about the rainforest if you
right.
don't look it up on Pornhub?
By the way,
that's where I go for all my environmental needs.
By the way, cum shots, really hard band to Google.
I specifically had to not do that.
Very difficult band to Google.
Yeah. Almost as hard as the bukkakis.
Yeah, the bukkakis, very difficult. Fuck.
Or the anals.
Yeah. Damn, rim job for rainforest right there. It was right there.
Oh, man, they probably should have done it.
Yeah, damn it.
Rimming for the rainforest.
Right there.
Rimming for rain. You could just shorten it.
There you go. For rain. They're just really we want more rain, damn it. That's fucking great. But yeah, corpse bed. So those are our choices. Dan chose the fuck for forest.
Fuck for forest couple. On the stage at a metal show.
Metal show. I chose Juggalo corpse bed.
Yeah.
Those are our choices. We're going to put those up on our Instagram stories, let you guys vote on them. You tell us which ones are the most metal. I had a backup, and this one's it's going to start more general, going to go a little more specific. But I'm going to go with the outdoors.
Sure.
Wow.
It's going to go. It's going to go. Hold on. I'm starting general, going to go specific.
Okay.
Outdoors.
Funneling in.
Oh, yes. So the outdoors. You're closer to nature. That's how human beings fucked for tens of thousands of years.
Mm-hmm.
Just outdoors. We're just getting it on in the sticks and mud, you know? And especially a couple were in Zimbabwe fucking, and they got caught fucking by a lion. And
Oh no.
and not everybody made it. It was luckily the dude got away. So no, he was just wearing a condom. Apparently, was the only thing the dude was like got away. But yeah, so fucking outdoors, got mauled by a lion. Super hilarious to me. It's just like hell yeah, nobody out here but us and the cheetahs and the. I don't know.
Yeah.
It's just
And the predators.
it's just like the idea of like you're on safari and you're like, wow, this is so beautiful, and I am horned up. What are we gonna? Come on. What's
What's the worst that can happen?
yeah? Name it. We'll leave our pith helmets on. We'll be fine.
Man, that is fucking nuts.
Yeah, super gnarly. Yep, got caught fucking by a lion.
Mid-coitus.
Mid-coitus. So them's the breaks. That's the dice you roll when you're trying to get your fuck on. You get mauled.
Yeah.
Get mauled by a lion. And that's the only bad thing that's ever happened. Yep. Did you have a backup, Dan?
I mean, you used my backup for the Juggalo murder.
Oh,
house.
was that your backup?
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
Because I remembered it.
Yeah.
Obviously. Oof. No, I can't really talk about it. There's one other one, but I've been told to never tell that story again, so I'm not gonna.
Okay.
Yeah. I fucked in the booth at a restaurant once. So the only other one I had on my list was Danish photographer Andreas Havid in 2018 banged his girlfriend on top of the Great Pyramid of Giza.
Nice.
Pretty fucking sick. Got into a lot of trouble with the international community when they released it, which to me is like, I mean, yeah, he like trespassed on like a monument that people shouldn't be, it can't be traipsing all over, but fuck you. That's great use of that time.
Yeah.
They went up there, they smoked a joint and banged on top of like the Great Pyramid of Giza. It's like on top of the Pharaoh's tomb. Like that fucking rules. Fuck you. That rocks.
That is good.
Yeah. And plus all that power.
Yeah.
Being focused from Amun-Ra to your cock.
Yeah.
Gonna get some real power pounding.
It's gonna set.
Yeah, for sure. Mummy fucking. So, fuck yeah. Wetter than the Nile. So, I guess, see you guys. That's been that. I think it's going to bring us to the polls. Woo. All right, everybody. That's going to bring us to the polls. This is where we find out who won last week's choices. Randy, what were they and what the fuck happened?
So, they were choices you made on the show.
Oh,
during the recording.
On this show.
On
Holy
this one.
shit. This one?
This, I mean...
This show here.
From what I remember.
Okay.
It was episode 15.
Uh-huh.
And we had both most metal fucker male and most metal fucker female.
That's
right.
Right.
That's right.
So for most metal male fucker,
Uh-huh.
with 78% of the votes,
Good lead.
it was Prince.
Prince.
Of course.
Oh, shit. Nice.
And for most metal female fucker, with 65% of the votes, was Queen Nzinga.
Oh, shit.
Yeah, it's a sweep. A clean sweep for Nariko this time around.
All right. Well, fuck, that almost never happens. I actually was surprised that Queen Nzinga won. That to me shows... Because Dan's choice was what?
Nice Nin.
Anais Nin.
Yeah.
Okay, so they were both ones you had to look up.
Yeah.
I'm like, on second thoughts, you had to look them both up. But yeah, but still, that's fucking great. And you know what? And for the first time ever, our voters are right. And I feel... No, that's fucking awesome. Thank you guys so much for voting. I feel like, real justice was done today. I'm not done talking about it. Fuck. No, but yeah, that's fucking great. Make sure you guys do that. We really like that you guys go online and vote, and and unlike our country, your vote counts, and that's fucking cool.
Right.
You know, so fucking enjoy that feeling. But yeah, so I think that's just gonna bring us to the Ride the Lightning round.
Ride the lightning round.
All right. This is the Ride the Lightning round. This is the part of the show where producer Randy
That's me.
goes on Wipe Poopia, the only app that gives you the perfect toilet paper. It matches the toilet paper to your butthole.
Oh, how does that happen?
Oh, I'm glad you asked, Randy.
Via photograph.
That's right. You download the White Poopia app, and you take a picture of your asshole. Then our special bungineers will match the perfect toilet paper to your corn eye. Now, we have our own team of Doc Browns, if you will.
Brown eye buddies.
That's right.
If you will.
Also, if you simply fill out a 500-question questionnaire, we'll send you 400 pounds of toilet paper every month until you simply send us another rectal scan telling us that you want us to stop. Wipe Poopia. Wipe not.
Wipe left. No, wipe right.
Wipe right. Swipe back.
Front to back. You got to swipe from the top of your phone down. Otherwise, it could cause an infection.
That's right. We all know that now. Producer Randy also goes on Wikipedia.
Yeah.
A different app entirely.
Yeah. We uses far fewer bungineers. Producer Randy goes on Wikipedia. He hits the random button 2 times, pulls up 2 different topics at random. And then Dan and I will tell you, the listener, what the most metal parts of those 2 things are.
Sure.
Because we know everything.
Mm-hmm.
We know it all. We've looked deep into the rectal scan of the universe. And many things were revealed to us.
Right.
We looked into its brown third eye.
Yes. The shitkra? Yeah, no, almost. That was a portmanteau. The shatkra? I want it to work.
Shatkra. Yeah, you
works.
want it to, but it's just a little too awkward.
Yeah, it just doesn't quite. Yeah. Randy, what the fuck happened?
Well, what's going to happen?
Oh, nice.
We've got 2 topics here. The first one is Wendouree Park, New South Wales.
Wendouree.
Wendouree Park.
Yeah, Wendoree. Wendouree.
I know. Wendouree Park.
And the second topic,
New South Wales?
New South Wales,
Okay.
is The Chronicles of Narnia, The Lion, the Witch, and the Wardrobe.
Never heard of it.
Wendouree.
Yeah.
What was it?
Wendouree Park,
Wendouree Park.
New South Wales.
Of course.
Hard to find.
Yes.
Wendouree Park.
Yep.
Because you're windery where it is. That's why it was named that. Because it's the Welsh can't talk. So
I'm so mad. I'm so mad. I'm wondering why we do this podcast.
That's how they pronounce wondering. In Welsh.
Windery Park. You windery around. You windery what you're doing with your life.
That might be the dumbest thing ever.
You windery if you should go back to college, maybe change things around. In the dead of winter, which is summer in New South Wales. Windery. Just windery around. Don't know what's up. Oh my god.
Windery where the time goes.
The Lion, the Witch in the Wardrobe, The Chronicles of Narnia, is a book by C.S. Lewis, where a man puts a lion and a witch inside a little cupboard, and then they become alive. They're this little plastic lion and a witch. He puts them in there, and then he opens it, and they're just tiny and alive. And then he learns about being a witch and learns. Now, the problem is that lions and witches, natural enemies.
Yeah.
They've been fighting each other for centuries, mostly in the Old West. And then so they were at first trying to kill each other. Very upsetting for the young man. But then he chronicles it.
His name was Narnia.
His name was Narnia. It was originally called Narnia Business because he wasn't going to share the information with anybody. God damn it.
See, I thought it was. I thought part of it was that.
Okay.
The witch was fucking someone in a wardrobe, and then they were both attacked by a lion.
Oh yeah.
Much like in the savannah.
Do you know what they call that move when you fuck in a wardrobe?
What?
The Turkish delight. Oh my god. What the fuck?
I thought it was called the Edmund.
We call that the stone table.
Well, I heard about one, but I don't know what it is. What's the Aslan?
The Aslan's where you shave your lover's head and you tie them to a table.
And then you fuck them in half.
And you fuck them in half.
You fuck them in half until the table breaks.
That's right. You fuck them until the table breaks.
Then they become Jesus.
You fuck them in the ass.
In the ass.
Oh, fuck.
As long... Anyway.
As long as you can.
As long as you can.
Good. This is the worst one we've ever done. I love it. Fuck. Oh, shit. Oh, God. Randy, what were we talking about?
I think we know one of them.
I think we do. Wondery Park. There's no Wondery what this is. Oh, Jesus.
Wondery Park is a suburb of the Central Coast region of New South Wales in Australia.
Mm-hmm.
And the Chronicles of Narnia, Lion, the Witch, and the Wardrobe specifically
is the movie.
Yeah.
Okay. Ugh, good lord. Did they ever make all three of those movies? I don't think they did.
They made
the
first two.
Yeah.
They made the first two, but there would be 6.
Really?
There's 6 books at least.
I think there's
6
7.
or 7, actually.
Yeah.
I read them compulsively as a kid.
I'm going to fuck this up because I can't remember but was it in The Lion, the Witch, and the Wardrobe where later on like it's probably like they're the like fourth book or something, third or fourth book, where the eldest daughter she just vanishes from the story, and then they just write her off like, well, she decided that she was something like basically like she decided she was gonna have sex with people outside of marriage, so she's gone now, or like they wrote it off in this really weird way, like it was a very like anti-feminist thing. I don't know. I can't remember enough of the specifics, so it sounds crazy, but there was like a specific thing where they wrote off one of the characters for like shitty. I don't know.
Yeah,
this might be
they wrote it off. They wrote her off until the very last book.
Yeah.
The last battle, where everybody comes back. And it's supposedly Armageddon.
Like, good time for her to come back.
Yeah, Aslan comes back. All of that shit.
Okay.
I think it's the White Witch.
The White Witch. Yeah.
The White Witch gets finally defeated. Although she's defeated in The Lion, the Witch, and the Wardrobe, she comes back.
She comes back in the next one.
And she's
probably all the other ones too.
Yeah, she's kind of she makes an appearance in some of the other ones because they talk. Fuck, I don't even want to talk about this myself.
So I was trying to look it up real fast, but yeah. All right, well, I don't know what I'm talking about clearly because I fucking.
No, I think they do. I just can't remember in which book it happens. Because it goes back and forth, goes back and forth in time. Like one of book 4 or 5 takes place like thousands of years before The Lion and the Witch and the Wardrobe happens.
Mm-hmm.
Like in our world, it takes place in like 50 years prior, but it takes place thousands of years in Narnia's past. I think it's
The Magician's Nephew is supposed to be like the first chronological one.
That's the one, yeah. The Magician's Nephew. Because they go through that's where they bring the White Witch to Narnia in the first place.
Okay.
Yep. Sorry, I was trying to do a quick Google, but yep. Anyway, one of these days we'll figure out what the fuck I was talking about. But yeah, but that's been the episode, guys. If you were wondering where I went, there,
was wondering what we were doing.
I was really in a pickle jar there. This has been a fun one. Guys, make sure you let us know if we missed any fucked up places to fuck or marriage proposals maybe we didn't catch. We always like seeing these. We'll probably put them up online and stuff too.
Yeah.
Like sharing all these things whenever we find them.
Yeah.
Dan, do you know where you're going to be this next week coming up?
Yeah, I have a couple shows.
Yeah, awesome.
I'm doing...
I should hope so.
I am doing Dirty Dozen on Wednesday. You're on that.
I am also on that. Yeah, Helium Comedy Club.
I'm also doing Secret Aardvark.
I'm also doing that.
And then next Sunday, I'm doing Sincerity is Gross at the Slide In.
Mm-hmm.
It's like at 8:30. And then the Monday after that, which we'll also mention on the next podcast, I'm doing that show at Psychic Bar.
Oh, nice. That's a fun show.
Yeah.
Yeah. Like I just ended up we did it inside last time, and it was like, and I just ended up doing a bunch of fucking crowd work and stuff. That was yeah. Anyway, crazy shit happened. I was gonna say on the 22nd we're doing Mosh Pit together.
Oh yeah. Oh, that's right. But that's not this next weekend, is it?
I believe so.
Shit, I don't have it on my fucking calendar. Like
it's the 16th now, and the 22nd is Saturday.
Yeah.
That's what I have it on my calendar. Anyway, the 22nd, I'm going with it. We're going to be on Mosh Pit. We're doing a live What's More Metal. Dan and I, just a quick one topic crowd riff situation. So that'll be real fun. And don't forget to go check out Jake Silberman's live album recording at Funhouse. This Saturday. Doing 2 shows.
Yeah.
He's going to be doing all crowd work, just fucking with the crowd.
Yep.
And that'll be really fucking fun. So make sure you guys go out and check that out. It'll be damn funny, I'm sure.
Yeah.
A lot of great comics on it, too. So.
Also, I have a show that Mike Lindsay wanted me to.
Well, we're out of town. Out of time. So, no. Yeah,
Mike Lindsay every year, Portland Comic runs a sober show for people in recovery called Unloaded Comedy. It's at Clinton Street Theater on March 20th. Go see that. A lot of great comics. Tori Ward, Wendy Weiss, Julia Ramos, Jeremiah Coughlin, Sam Miller.
Funny.
And Mike himself, hosted by Nick Puente. It's gonna be a
nice.
really, really fun show.
That'll be a really fun one.
Yeah.
Sam Miller is so goddamn funny.
Yeah,
It's crazy.
Sam Miller is great.
Nuts.
He's as funny as he is tall and giant.
Big. He's just a big man.
Like 6'7", 4,000 pounds. The guy is a massive dude.
Yeah, he's
Yeah,
big,
and
dude.
we're also very thankful he no longer does meth.
Oh my God. Can you imagine? That dude tweaked out. Jesus
that
Christ.
dude tweaked out and angry would be a nightmare.
Yeah.
He already looks like he drinks stone juice and shit. Like he's fucking massive. You know what I love? People's bones to make my bread. That's just like something I enjoy. I'm a big fan of it. The blood of an Englishman. I love smelling it.
Yeah.
It's a cologne I wear. But yeah, check out all that stuff. A lot of fun comedy shit in town.
Yeah.
So anyway, guys, thank you so much. Thank you for oh, and also we have some Patreon people to fucking thank. But like, yeah, just if you thanks to all of our Patreon subscribers.
Yeah.
Thanks to all of our listeners. If you guys are listening in, make sure you like and subscribe and follow us and tell your fucking friends.
Yeah, wipe right, please.
Please wipe right, wipe back first and foremost. Go.
Yeah, thank you to Carl, Christopher, Dimitri, Kevin, Matt, and Ryan for being patrons. You guys are fucking excellent people.
Dude, fucking seriously.
Yeah.
And yeah, so anyway, that's been the show. Guys, thank you so much. I hope you had a great Valentine's Day or at least you dodged feeling like shit, which is, I feel like 90% of this fucking holiday. So anyway, but yeah, fucking hail Satan.
Hail Satan.
Carnival Studios.